Should more couples be saying I don't instead of I do during the pandemic? A piece on Insider argues that going ahead with wedding plans sends the wrong message because it puts guests and it puts staff at risk for coronavirus, especially if people are traveling for the big day. Jamil, we're going straight to you because not only did you go to a wedding, it was your own wedding. Congratulations. But tell us how that went down and the planning and preparation, what went into it?
Well, I mean, needless to say, it's very difficult to plan a wedding these days with all the rules. And especially we had ours a few weeks ago during the summer when the rules were changing every week. We got married in Edmonton, and the night before we got married, they changed the rules on when you had to wear a mask and where. So, the night before my wedding, I was running to Walmart to go buy a bunch of masks for people. Like it was very hectic. We wound up with multiple venues and changing our vendors. I don't want to act like I did all that work. Quite frankly, my wife did most of it. So credit is due to her, but it was definitely difficult. And I think that the question ultimately comes down to, what are you getting married for? Are you happy with a small ceremony because you want to be married and you want to move your life forward in that union? Or is it important to you to have a bigger ceremony, in which case I do think waiting makes sense. For us, it was about love, to be honest. And it was about not wanting to put our love on someone else's calendar. So we got married with the small ceremony that we were able to have.
Thanks for sharing that, Jamil. We also have one of our audience members who's sharing their experience. This is from Olivia on Facebook, and Olivia writes, "We had our wedding a few weeks ago and it was perfect. This year was not kind to us at all. My husband lost his job, our car quit, we lost a baby, we had to cancel our original wedding. For us, it was something we absolutely had to do." And I mean, as you said, Jamil, this is about the two people and what your reasons are. And clearly, Olivia and her husband felt like this is what they were doing for themselves. And I support that. Obviously, with safety measures, we don't have any information from Olivia on how that worked. As for being a guest to a wedding, I'm actually invited to an engagement party in a couple of weeks. And I'm still, even though where I live, we're in like phase 3, I'm still back at phase 1.5. I don't do anything. I don't go anywhere. I'm very, very scared. But I really appreciated this invitation from my friend. She sent it out and she was like, I get it. If you don't want to come, I understand. But here's all the details. There are 30-something people invited. The space is this big. It's on a rooftop, so you'll be outside. People will be spaced apart. We encourage you, even though there will be drinks and food, to bring your own booze so that no one has to share anything. Everybody will be masked. And then she even added, here are the busy hours. So the event is running from 4 to whatever, midnight. She was like, most people will come after 6, but if you don't want to be around a lot of people, feel free to come at 4. That way it won't be as congested. We can hang, we can touch base, and then you can go. Those were the details that really reassured me. And I think I might go because of that kind of reassurance.
I actually just took a trip to Paris last weekend. So this whole thing, I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know for sure is that people are ready to move forward with their lives. So how do we create space for people to do that? Which I think a lot of these the COVID things that they have out, the rules that they have out, are pretty good. They're pretty standard. I think they're rules that are tangible that we can all do. I mean, wearing a mask, hand sanitizer, using hand sanitizer, all these different things. It's such a complicated time. And I feel for everybody wanting to move forward with their lives. And yeah, that's what I got to say on all that.
Yeah, Adeline, I get you. It's about the moving forward. 19 years ago on this day, 9/11 happened and the world was shook. Also, I was preparing to get married. Literally got married days after 9/11, and it was a destination wedding. And what that meant was some people, were concerned. Did they want to travel? There were reports coming in and closures to airports on the hour. There were additional threats after 9/11 happened, and people were worried. And we basically said at that time, to your point, Lainey, and your friend's engagement party, we basically said, listen, if you're not comfortable coming anymore, we understand. If you're not wanting to get on a plane right now, we understand. But we decided whether, it was going to be just the two of us or 10 of us, and we had a small wedding anyway, we were still going forward. Because yes, life does move on. It's just whether or not people want to move with you.
Yeah, Mars, as Adeline is saying, everybody wants to return to some sort of normal while celebrating each other, while connecting with their friends. It's such a strange time, and there's so many, there's so many new etiquette rules, and I'm so confused.